Why the fuck? Should I not curse? Fuck you! Yeah, I'm gonna fucking curse. Anger is good. If you're not angry, you're not paying attention. Enlightenment. I wonder, like, why should I have to start a religion? It's kind of confusing since I'm kind of anti-religious, and it's perfectly reasonable to be anti-religious. You should be anti-religious because most religions are very bad things. They've done bad things historically, they do bad things currently. But, first off, let's make a division between spirituality and religion. Religions are not all theistic, and you should be an atheist. Ooh, look at the cool shadow of my hand over there. It's tricky and mysterious. Ooh. There's my actual hand. Do I really need to go into that? Religions are ethical frameworks that have things people really, really need. They have rites of passage, they have marriages, deaths, births, things to note the passage of time. Religions are useful. Spirituality is just made up bullshit to control people. It's a fake world that does not exist at all. You can look up Hindu materialism, Charvaka, if you wish. It's just the shit that is around us is the shit that exists. That's what it is. That's all that exists. Once you die, you're dead. You're in the same state before you were born. Your atoms disintegrate. All of these questions about atheism and all this crap are just a waste of time. Get over it. I did when I was 12. Now I understand it may take you a little bit longer time. But if you believe in a spiritual world, that means you're insane and you need mental help. And you should stop inflicting your stupid violence on other people. Let's get back to religion, though. We need ethical frameworks to serve us, and we need ways to have communities exist that have rules. I don't like rules either. But without rules, nothing exists. Can you tell me about a system that exists without rules? You can't, because there isn't one. You want rules about how people treat your children, about how people treat you. You would like a rule against people stabbing you. You would like a rule where if you drop your generator off at a business to get tuned up, when you go back, it gets tuned up and you get it back, as opposed to them selling it. That's a little personal story from my life that I'm concerned about. You have to have trust. Rules result in trust. That's good. We want that. You want rules in your relationship. And you might believe in something called relationship anarchy, where you just have relationships. But even in those anarchic relationships, you have rules about what's okay and what's not. And I do like the idea of relationship anarchy. It's cute. If you're young. God damn it. See, this little tiny light bulb costs $4, so it just dies. It doesn't warn you when it dies. It just dies. And relationship anarchy is cool. That's great. Polyamory is cool. People are coupling up a lot less than they used to, which is great, because couples suck generally. Restrictive, annoying, etc. They work fine. I've been in couples who were fine. It's great. You know, I wish I had a chick in my bed right now. Well, actually I don't, because I'm very annoying at night because I talk a lot, and my little dog is very nice because she's sleeping. But if I had a chick in my bed, I'd have to go into another room to record this because I don't want to be annoying. So. But relationship styles have changed a lot, and there used to be something called the extended family, and that was a wonderful thing, where it gave power in a community, a bunch of extended families working together to create communities. Well, we can recreate that now with polyfidelity, which is better than polyamory. Polyamory still is a bit open. So it's a little bit too close to being swingers for me. And it's not bad to be a swinger. Have fun. But it would be better if you created stable relationships. Kind of like Daniel Quinn in his book Beyond Civilization talks about circuses, organizations of people that work for a purpose, a goal. That's the kind of social contract that you need. And you say, what the fuck? I don't want more rules on me. I don't want to be more contracted. I want to be free. Yeah, freedom comes through you setting up contracts with other people that work for you, because you currently are way over contracted in contracts you never signed, the social contracts you never signed, where you work to kill other people, to mass incarcerate people, to fill out forms and do what you're told. You're a fucking total slave. If you don't know that, if you understand that, well, wake the fuck up. Look around you. You're just running around doing shit other people want you to do. You're serving technology. Technology is not serving you. You could potentially imagine a fantasy world in which you switch that around. I don't know who I'm talking to, so maybe you understand that and agree with it, or maybe you just think I'm nuts. Well, I am nuts. By any normal standard, I'm definitely nuts. Hey, honey. What are you doing under there? You gonna wake up? I have a little dog under there. No, I don't think she's gonna wake up. I'm just bugging her, probably. But she's used to me, so. And she has no rights, which is very convenient. So she survives with me. It's the best relationship I currently have. Better than with any humans. So, I had a question I asked a friend of mine a long time ago. If there was any social contract he would make with me in terms of standards of behavior, and it was in a Mexican restaurant in the southern part of the city, and he said no. And I was very disappointed because he's a guy I respect a lot. His name starts with a G. I mentioned that, so I'll remember who I'm talking about. And I was very disappointed because it was an attempt at starting a relationship with people where we could have social contracts, where we could agree with each other about something, anything, and we could say, yeah, I'm not going to stab you, where we could set up our own system of law. And he was like, no, I won't agree to anything. And yet he was still agreeing to many social contracts. For example, he already agreed that we shouldn't stab each other. We didn't, of course. He's a nice guy. But that is the fundamental problem, is we're not willing to take control over our own law. And that's why we're victims of governments that decide our law, but then they don't even follow the law at all. They're murderous, evil, organized crime organizations that enslave us. That's how it actually is. And you support them by paying taxes to them, and you work for businesses, and those businesses pay to them as well, and everybody pays homage to the king. Oh, it's not just one king, though. It's an oligarchy. It's a plutocracy. An oligarchy of kings. So, unfortunately, our revolutions have not resulted in freedom from the king. We now serve kings. We serve corrupt governments that make all kinds of laws that enslave us, that decide our health, that decide our education, that decide who they kill in our name, that decide how we can drive, travel, build houses, do every fucking detail of our lives. Every fucking detail of our lives. And that's what you live under now. So that's a slavery you live under. And so the question is, for me at least, how can we replace that with a structure that we do agree to, a voluntary government? And that should be pluralized. Voluntary governments. Ones where we can easily move from one to another. Not just because they control a piece of land. Well, there's going to be land controlled. Land's important. But, shouldn't have to move to a whole nother state to get some freedom. You could just move to the neighbor's place, which doesn't have that one rule you don't agree with. Or you could marry into a different extended family. And we could have, extended families that, because they didn't survive by inbreeding, except maybe in medieval Europe or other places perhaps too. But, you can move from family to family, and we can have social evolution. We can evolve better social systems with voluntary interaction. That sounds really great, doesn't it? If you don't like the people you're with, you get to go be with some other people. And right now, most people are just lonely. And they have some friends, and the friends are not really, following any ethical system, and you fuck a few people, and you fuck some other people, and they fuck you, and then you're sad because your relationships suck. It's kind of where you're at, isn't it? It's just my guess. Maybe you're in a great situation, in which case, tell me about it, and I would like to learn from it. How does that work? How do you manage to survive in a community that is primarily controlled by the state? I would love to learn about that, because I want to create an entirely different society that has that kind of thing going on and doesn't just have violent governments financing the military-industrial complex to murder people and torture people all around the world, creating blood on your hands because you support it. God damn, it's a dark, dark night. And unfortunately, it's not going to stop. My brain is just going to keep going. I'm so fucked. See, if I did have a woman in my bed with me, or near me, then at least I could just go lay down. And there is something soothing about having a woman in your life. Like, you can just think something is good. And no, I'm not delusional enough to think women are good. They're just as bad as men. But biologically speaking, just as a animal, I'm happier if there's a woman in my bed. And I know that's sexist. And no, women are not objects. It's an objectification. It just, I have no buddy to serve except you. And you're just a camera. So, anyway, good luck to you. Good luck to you. And I hope my fucked up, dark thoughts are useful to you in some way. I really do actually hope that. Because you're going to have to create your own revolution. I can't do it for you. And I'm not a guru or smart. Well, I'm a smart guy. But I'm just giving you what I can give you before I die. So, good luck.